Hey, this is Andrew. Today I'm going to show you how to create a fade-in mask in Flash here. Usually when you do a mask, you have the layer that is actually going to be masked, and then the mask layer, and you right-click on the mask layer and hit Mask. The problem with this is it gives you a rough transition. You don't have the ability to fade things in and fade things out. So what I'm going to show you today is a technique to do this simply with a few lines of ActionScript code. So we're going to start off by creating a simple background using the rectangle tool and drawing that onto the stage and having this darker gray color as our background. That looks good. Now to the painting layer. On that first frame, we have a painting of Frederick Douglass that I did in Photoshop with the new brush techniques in CS6. So there is Frederick Douglass there, and we're going to resize him down to match the stage. There we are. So now we're going to give him, or create him into a movie clip. Call him painting. And now we're going to give him an instance name of painting _MC. Now, to create the mask layer, we're going to again draw onto the stage with the rectangle tool. And again, we are going to give this piece here a movie clip name of mask, and then an instance name of mask _MC. And now we're going to click into the object and go to color, and we're going to create this into a radial gradient. So this is the part that really counts. Flash does not care about what color you're using to mask something out. All it cares about is whether or not it's a solid color in this case. So I have the black as solid 100% alpha, 100% transparency. And we have this slider at 0% alpha for transparency. So I'm going to push that right there, and as you can see, this is the part that is going to be revealing the layer underneath it. So that looks alright, but it's still a bit harsh for me. I want to really fade the mask. So I'm going to go to blur, and I'm going to put this up to high and crank it all the way up to 42 there. Alright, let's do it a little bit more, maybe up to 62. So that gave it a bit more of a transition from solid to non-solid. So now we're going to write the ActionScript to make this work. So what this is doing is saying that the painting piece is actually a bitmap graphic, and that makes it possible to mask it out. We have to do the same thing for the actual mask layer there. And then to make it work, we're going to say that painting is indeed what's going to be masked out, and that is being masked out by the mask movie clip. Alright, that looks good. Now what we're going to do is animate this mask. So we're going to go out to frame 55 and insert keyframes for all layers, and then we're going to go to the mask layer and create classic tween. Go to that first frame and size it down. Right, have it start right on his eye there. and this is going to reveal what's under it. The darker portions are going to reveal what's beneath it. So the majority of the painting is going to be revealed here. So now the last piece that we need to do is put the action code on that last layer, the last keyframe rather, here. And the one thing that we have to do is add a stop command so it doesn't play over and over and over again. So let's test this out and see what we got. So there you have it. As you can see, we created a fade in mask. I hope to see you use this on your next project. Thanks for listening.